What's up guys? Today I want to teach you how you can add some sound effects to your projects and games. Also, we will talk about background music and so on. And for that, I prepared this project. This is from my action game development course in Unity. If you want to learn how to create those kind of games, you can check this out. It will be in the description down below. And also, if you like my content and want to see more videos like this, please like this one and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. First of all, we obviously will need to have some kind of audio effects and background music and so on. And I prepared some random sound effects and one background music for us to use. You can obviously use any sound effect that you like. You can find them in the Unity's asset store or OpenGameArt or somewhere. Just make sure that they are free to use. Anyway, let's talk how we can add some sound effects into our game. So let's select all five of them, and let's just drag and drop it into our hierarchy. Right now, if we select any of them, they all have play on awake. This means that if we hit play right now, we will hear all of them all together when our game starts. And that's not exactly what we want. So we want to be able to control where to play our sound effects. And for that, what we can do, we can select coin for sound effects, not the background music, because for the background music, it's fine to play on awake. We'll select sound effects and we will uncheck play on awake. And we will select background music. Background music, as I said, needs to have play on awake, and we will also check looping. Now, we will create empty game object, which will hold our sounds and also hold our script. And let's call this one audio, for example. And let's make all of our sounds to be child of the audio game object. So let's drag them into this audio. And as you see now, audio holds all of them. Next step will be to create C# script. So let's go in the scripts folder, right click, create C# script. I already created empty scripts for us to use. It's called audio, and I will drag and drop it into my audio game object. And indeed it's here. Now, before we go and actually code our audio system, let's first of all talk how it can be done. As you see, we don't care right now about background music. We only care about these 4 sound effects. And first of all, we need to have all 4 of them to be represented into our inspector and as a script variable. And for that, we will create some array of the sounds. So let's open our audio script and let's do it. Let's double click and we will create public audio source list sign, and let's call this one sound effects. Now, if we save the script, so Control and S to save your script, or Command and S if you are on Mac. Let's go back, let our script compile, and first of all, let's add our sounds into our audio script. So what I will do, I will select audio, and I will as you see, it has the sound effect list, which is set to 0 right now, and we should basically add those sound effects in the sound effects field, and we can do it by dragging one by one, or we can basically lock this inspector right here. It has a lock sign, and then we can simply select all 4 of them, and we can drag and drop it into the sound effects. And right now we have 4 sound effects, and we can unlock this one again. All right, now we have representation of our sounds, and they all have these elements, and it's very important that they have elements because we use those elements into our scripts. First of all, let's go back into our audio script and let's create one public void, and let's call this one play SFX. Open and close curly brackets. And now, in order to play some sound, all you need to do is to say sound effects list sign dot play, and it will play some sound effects. But it's not enough, because this list sign needs something. As you see, it has a little bit of red underline because it needs to have some placeholder, and we will create this placeholder in this function, and it will be integer, and let's call this one sound to play. That's it, and we will pass sound to play inside. And don't worry, I will explain you why we need this integer as a placeholder very shortly. But for now, we have this function, and when we call this function from other scripts, it will know that some sound effects should be played. But we still need to tell what and which sound to exactly play when. For that, we will need, first of all, to access this audio script from other scripts. And for that, we will create instance. And instance allows us to use these audio scripts functions from other scripts from different classes. And for that, we'll say public static. Then we should say name of our script, which is audio in this case. And let's call this one instance. And only step is to create a wake function, which runs before start. And we can say instance equals this. And with this method, now we can access this play sfx function from different scripts. That's why it is public. And don't make this function private. By the way, always make it public. Anyway, now that we have this play sfx function, which we should call, let's go back and let's check. For example, first element is coin, which is element 0. And we can see these numbers as indexes, which we can use into our script. And first of all, for example, we want to have this coin sound when we want to pick up our gems. So we should find where we are doing these pickup mechanics. So first of all, let's say audio script. And in my case, I'm doing pickup mechanics in my pickup scripts. And here, when I'm picking up my gem, when I'm touching my gem, I want to play my element 0 sound, basically. So it means that here I will call this play sfx function. And to call this one, we can say audio.instance.playsfx. Now, as you see, we already called this function, but the problem is that we have this red underline because we are not passing anything right here. And basically, we should pass index 0 because we want to play a coin sound which has element of 0. So if we say here 0, it means that when we pick up our gems, we want to play the coin sound which has index of 0. I hope it makes sense. If it was for the damage, for example, we would pass element 1, so index of 1 here. That's exactly why we need this placeholder integer to be able to pass some number right here. And let's save the script, and gem sound will play. Next sound is damage, basically, and I will show you damage as well. So damage, enemy dead, and jump. Well, let's start from jumping. Jump is element 3, as you see, and I'm doing jumping mechanics in my player script. And right here, when I jump, I will just say audio.instance.playsfx, and in brackets we can pass 3 because jumping has index of 3, and so on. Basically, I won't do it others. If we save the script, now we have jumping, background music, jumping sound, and also pickup sound, gem sound. I will just select background music and I will turn it down. And now if we hit play, everything will work. We have some background sound, we have jumping sound, And let's pick up our gems. And as you hear, we have the gem sound. And you can do it just like this on any kind of sound effects. Only thing that you should do, just find where you are doing the specific mechanics, where you are damaging your player or killing your enemies and so on, and just call this function and in brackets say the number, index number, which your sound effect has. And that's pretty much it. And I hope it was informative. If you like this video and want to see more, as I said, you can like this one and subscribe to my channel because it will be very helpful. And thanks for watching and see you soon.